Okay. Let me see. Okay. How y'all doing, beautifuls? What's up, Divine Collective? Anel, loving my boys. What's up, beautiful ladies? How y'all doing? All right, we in the house. Let me just do a sound check. Boys, what's up, beautiful? All right, that's working. I see that's working just fine. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I always forget to put my information in the chat, y'all. So I said I was going to be sure to start doing it from now on to make sure you all know how to reach us. In case you want to talk about anything is on your mind, you want to reach out, or you'd like to show support for the channel. What's up, Vicky? What's up, Roro? Hey, everybody, what's going on? All right, y'all. I'm about to get into this, but I'm going to do a little sidebar first because I don't know if y'all seen it. Let me see. Let me get a deck out. Let me see what I'm going to start with, y'all. Oh, okay, I'm going to start with this deck tonight. Let's get this deck. Hold on, y'all. I'll get that deck and see what's going on with y'all. We'll try to see if we can get a nice, gentle message out for y'all this evening because we always got so much going on because there is always so much going on, y'all. So much going on. Now, I don't know if y'all saw the live stream where Miss Cardi B just came out. She was talking about, you know, her emotions and her feelings about what people apparently had to say about her new hair care line or something like that. Listen, I got a few words, okay? A few words. Because Honey was going off. I mean, she was angry. She was upset at somebody, y'all. I don't know who she was upset at because she kept saying, y'all bees, you know, y'all and bees. Like, I don't know who she was talking to, you know. All of the women of color, black women, indigenous women, we all sitting around with a question mark, like, who's she talking to? Because we not reacting. It's like, who's she talking to? Like, I don't know why she's so upset. You know, right now, hair care is, let me express something to y'all because I come from the inner city, right? Hair care is a big deal in her culture. She's Dominican. In her culture, and trust me, I've grown up around so many Latinos, Hispanics in my community, in my schools. One of my closest friends is Dominican, and her family is amazing. Okay, so I've grown up with very good knowledge about what goes on with the hair care, including my own. Right. So in her culture, first thing is first, hair care is a big deal. Everybody should know that and understand that. That's why she's so passionate, because when you're in those families, trust me, you can't walk around with your hair undone. You can't walk around with your hair, quote unquote, nappy, okay, or hard, or what they call brillo. They say brillo, like a Brillo pad, right? They say brillo when the hair is hard. You can even look on the shampoo bottles and it says brillo. When you have very coarse hair is what they're trying to say, right? So if you notice out of her mouth several times, she said, her hair care line is called Good Something. She kept saying about, I want to make sure everybody has good hair. I want to let you know this is an old phrase. Once again, coming back, that's who I know, who her parents were, and the kind of environment that she could have grown up around and conversations that she could have had. All right. She says, good and bad hair. That was a phrase from back then, describing if you had nappy hair or you had other than hair. Bad hair was nappy hair, was coarse hair, 4C hair, hard hair is what they call. You know, she kept saying crunchy hair. Okay. She didn't want to say 4C hair. Okay. She didn't want to say it. So I just want to let you know that's where she kept getting those phrases from. There is no good and bad hair. What's good hair? We got good hair right now. Whether you got 4C hair, nappy hair, curly hair, you got good hair right now. It don't have to get good until you get a product on it, until you get her products on it. You have good hair right now. And that was a real effed up thing back then that they used to pull on everybody. When your baby would come out, the first thing they were checking for was their hair texture. They were checking for the hair. They were checking for the fingertips to see if they had any darkness around their nail cuticles to see if they would get darker. They were checking their earlobes to see if they would get darker around the outskirts of their ear, where they could see if their color would change. Oh, it was so many things that people were doing and checking for in regards to vanity. It was so, how do you say, surface level is the word I'm looking for. Superficial. It was so superficial, the things that they would check for in our communities, to consider you a A1 human to walk around them. That's crazy, right? So I wanted to just put out there, like, honey, don't be upset at us, okay? If you were referring to Black women or women of color, okay, or indigenous women, okay, with 4C textures or anywhere in that realm, 3B, 3C, anywhere in that realm, because we have hair in all different textures and types across our culture. All right? Across our culture. She was commenting on about preaching to us about her hair struggles, telling us, don't tell her she can't talk about her hair struggles. We're not trying to tell you you can't talk about your hair struggles, but don't be mad at us because your mama didn't know how to do your hair in 4 ponytails when you was little. Because your mama didn't know how to utilize the products that were available to her with wisdom and with knowledge that's running through the cultural family roots about how to do your hair. You should be talking to her. You should be upset with her. Be upset with your family and your friends that ridiculed you, humiliated you, or embarrassed you, or shamed you for the hair that was on your head when you was growing up. It ain't us that you need to be upset at. We're not upset that you have a hair care product coming out. We've seen thousands of hair care products, honey. Join the line. Right. And the way she was talking, I mean, it was like she was just crying. You can't tell me how to do. You can't tell me about my hair struggle. And we're not trying to. We trying to figure out where you're coming from with this repressed, childhood trauma and anger that you are spitting out. Okay, it sounds like you said all them years you had to cry. That is something you should have took up with your family, with your parent, with the person who created you and brought you here, with another person who more than likely has that texture of hair, and they didn't take the time out to get to know what to do with that type of hair. Okay, it sounds like all your life you had to fight, baby. That's what it sounds like. All my life I had to fight. My hair struggles. It was just so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. Listen, let us put you on to something, honey. Miss Cardi, we talk about how Cardi got online and was airing out her hair struggles, basically using the internet for a therapeutic moment. It's okay. We've all done it a time or two. I get it. We live and we learn. I get it. We ain't mad at you about that. But just know this. We knew the struggle before you did, honey. You can't tell us nothing about a hair this or a hair that. We knew the struggle before you did. Our mamas knew about this before your mama did. Because obviously she didn't know what to do with your hair. So she didn't know about the struggle. She didn't know about it. Our mamas knew about it. We had barrettes and ponytails and clips, and we had master braiders, master hair specialists and technicians that knew how to use hot combs and flat irons and this and that. We even knew how to curl hair with newspaper. Yeah, baby. My grandmother knew how to make curls with newspaper. Yes, she did. She said they didn't have no curlers. So they had to take the newspaper and crunkle it up, take each piece and crunkle it up and make it into the rods, crinkle it up. And sometimes you had to, you had to wet the hair. You had to make it real thick so it wouldn't tear apart when the water hit it. Man, all kind of stuff people don't be knowing about. Okay? Our mamas knew how to do our hair. Yours didn't, because you on the internet crying. Mad at who? We don't know. We don't know. We come from a culture that specializes in 4C hair amongst other textures and types because we have many, right? We have many. So she was also talking about where she comes from. Everybody in there, it's all different types of races of people in regards to hair color. Race has to do with skin color. Race has to do with color. Ethnicity is probably what she's trying to talk about. People that have different type of cultural backgrounds, depending on where they come from in regards to nationality. Okay, these are all different things, right? So she was saying that, and she needed to be a little bit more correct in that because it's not the race, it's the ethnicity, right? Um, and then I could clearly see that maybe she didn't have any, her cultural circle may have been limited because in my circle we had all my friends came in all different textures and types, all different colors, as far as race, ethnicity, okay, and background as far as nationality, where their family is from, all different types. They thought that I was the Dominican girl, but I am the indigenous woman. I am the Cherokee, Algonquin, and even more. I'm doing a lot of research now on my family roots, so I'm an indigenous. Okay, they thought I was the Dominican. They thought my girlfriend, who was Dominican, they thought she was indigenous because she had this beautiful long, she looked like an Indian woman. She had this long ponytail going down her back. Okay. Different texture from Cardi's, but she was Dominican. All right. Then her sister had full on straight hair, but she was much more pale than my friend and I. My friend and I had about the same complexion, but her sister was pale like a ghost. So was her brother. And her brother had blue eyes and blonde hair. Okay. Then we had another friend that was Puerto Rican and she had blue hair and blonde eyes. They thought she was Caucasian, but she was Puerto Rican until she started speaking. That's when they would know that she was something else. Then my other girlfriend, who was from Honduras, she was the brownest of us all. Okay, as far as complexion, she was the brownest, and they thought that she was the black girl when she was from Honduras and spoke Spanish, just like my Dominican friend. She spoke Spanish better than everybody. Right. So it was all a mixture. So I know about cultural diversity and different things like that. So ain't nobody mad. We don't understand where the struggle, why she's so angry. When I was growing up, I don't know about you ladies. When I was growing up, I wasn't angry at my hair. I wasn't angry at my hair at all. I didn't get sad. I didn't throw a fit. I didn't get upset. My mother didn't get upset and throw the whole box of barrettes in the corner and say, F it, go to school looking however you look. No, 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 no. But it sounds like she was upset. But that's something that she would have to look into with her own family. Okay? She kept on saying, you bees, you bees. I don't get who y'all is. I don't know who she was talking to. All right. Now let's see here. It was obvious that her mom did not know how to do her hair. Okay. Her family and her friends were also a part of it. When you're in that circle right there, like I told y'all, oh, they taunt. They taunt in their families. If you don't come out with the right texture of hair, and this is coming from experience, I've seen it. If you do not come out with that right texture, they will taunt you. Now, let me tell you about some of my experiences, because up here in the city, we go to Dominican salons to get our hair done. They are absolutely amazing for what we call a wash and a set. They're also good at putting in like fake hair as far as ponytails or a quick sew-in type weave. They're amazing with transformations of hair. Beautiful, amazing. However, I was in the salon one time, y'all, getting my hair done. And I heard them having a conversation. Little do they know I've been hanging around Hispanic speaking people my entire life. As well, I've taken it in school for many, many years. All of them. Okay. We had to take a regents in Spanish. In Spanish. So, we had to do what we had to do. So I'm sitting there listening. They don't know that I understand the conversation that they're having. And they're talking about my hair. And they kept on saying brillo, brillo. You know what I mean? And I'm listening to her, you know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, cool. Just do the hair. I don't care what you got to say about it, just get the hair done. I had my young son, who was a baby at the time, in his stroller, right? He's sitting there. I had him parked kind of off to the side. One of the other salon technicians started sweeping up the hair, and she kept sweeping like in big sweeps and kept kicking up all the hair dust right in the direction of my baby. Y'all already know what that meant, right? So I looked up at the other lady that was doing my own hair. And I looked at her and I said, you see what she's doing, right? I said, she's sweeping that dust on my baby. Now, in hindsight, y'all, I probably would have been in booking that day because I would have let my emotions get the best of me. And I would have ragtagged her all around that salon. But I stayed cool. I stayed cool. And I said to the one that was doing my hair, I said, if you don't tell her to find another time to sweep, it's going to be a big problem. She's sweeping that on my baby. I can see her through the mirror. She clearly don't think that I know what's going on. I heard her talking about my hair. I said, please, I'm asking you right now, tell her to put the broom away and sweep another time. And she said something, what she had to say. I could tell she told us some of the words I understood definitely. And she put that broom away. But that was just a little something that we go through every time we walk in a salon as an indigenous woman, as a Black woman, as a woman of color. It's always like side eyes sometimes when you go in certain salons, and then they act like they don't see you. They don't want to serve you. They give you the boo-boo salon technician. They do all kind of weird little stuff. Okay. Now, I will say in my community, what I see is that if you're from that culture that Cardi is from, they will get their hair done over everything. The outfit could be half-half, the shoes half-half, anything half and half. But that hair, baby, they get that hair done. It's like a embarrassment if you show up and your hair is not swinging, not done, not able to put your fingers through it and let the air flow and all of that kind of stuff. It's like an embarrassment in their culture. All right. Now, I just want to say last, and we're going to close that out. We okay with anybody selling any products they have that they've come out with that they want to venture onto. They could be successful in it. Who knows? We don't mind. But let it be known, we Black women, indigenous women, women of color, we have nothing to do with Cardi B's hair issues and self-esteem problems that her mom, her friends, and her family helped her to develop from a small age up until she was a grown woman. Okay, we have nothing to do with that, period. All right. She expresses that she was happy the day that her moms let her know that she could get a perm. Guess what? We were not happy. We were not. I know I wasn't. The day my moms put a perm in my hair when I was a teenager was the day I figured out why I didn't want one anymore. Okay? That thing almost took my hair out. It burnt me on several occasions. Burnt my scalp. Literally, you have a crust on your scalp that has to flake off as your scalp heals from this burning. It's a lie. And the products weren't that good back in the day. They didn't have specialized products for African American or Black, indigenous, women of color hair care. They did not have it. They had only a few product lines, and they were geared towards one or two types of hair textures, which we didn't have. All right. I know that when my mother put a perm in my hair, I cried. I cried and I cried. I almost thought the lady left it on purpose too long. I almost thought that. I have a very thin texture of hair, and it's soft at the root. So I don't need to be putting no perm in my hair because it's going to take it right out my hair follicle. That's not for everybody. All right. In our community, there was a big lack of knowledge, all right, abounding concerning Black hair care and only a few products. And we didn't have those products specifically engineered for our hair. Okay. So I just want to say that right now, every one of you beautiful, who has beautiful little Black girls, little girls of a color, indigenous little girls. Okay. They have beautiful, good hair right now. Not when they get a certain product. They have it right now. That just enhances the beauty. Coconut oils, all these oils. We've been using these oils. We come from the motherlands. Okay? Our peoples come from the motherlands. And even here in the Americas where we are indigenously, this is our Mecca. You know what I'm saying? Like for the indigenous, this is our Mecca. We didn't come from nowhere else. We was here. Y'all came here. They came here. Some people came here and said, oh no, this is our land. We're going to take this. We're going to make a treaty. We're going to take this part. We're going to take that part. Yada, yada, yay. Yeah, we have good hair right now. All right. Honestly, I think homegirl, some of her feelings are starting to come to the surface and she needs an outlet. She needs something to be upset at or angry at, but it ain't us. So she got to go talk that over with her mammy or her pappy, you know what I'm saying, and her family and those who made her feel that way because it wasn't us. Our mamas did our hair. I wasn't upset when my hair wasn't laid down and slicked. That I wasn't upset because it was my hair. It was our hair. We know how to do our hair. We have techniques and tricks. And one of them that they don't even bear to use a lot of the times. As far as moisture, she says about moisture. You can't teach us nothing about our hair. We had it first. Our mamas had it first. And the indicators that our mamas knew how to do your hair, and you're obviously angry because you said your mama didn't know how to do yours and sent you to school looking like a ragamuffin. Lord have mercy. That is not our problem. She got to go take that up with somebody else. Yes. So that is my spiel. Yeah, she needs to stop being vulgar. Yeah, Vicky. Sometimes people get money and they think they can say any and everything that they want to say. Okay? They think they could just, every time she get mad, all of a sudden, I just keep hearing you bitches every time I turn around and I keep on saying, who's she talking to? One day that Freudian slip is going to happen, hunty. That Freudian slip is going to happen. And no real words is going to come out your mouth. What you really trying to say, what you really want to say. Because she be sidebarring a lot of stuff. I told y'all, ever since Love and Hip Hop, when she took her shoe off and hurled it and threw it in the middle of that black girl's chest, hard as fuck like a football, and then sat and laughed about it like it was funny, I knew then. I knew then. And then went and sat on her man, on the girl that she threw the shoe at. She went and sat on her man's lap and said, "Nan, nanny, the boo-boo," and act like it was cute. It wasn't cute. It wasn't cute at all. It wasn't cute. Yeah, ever since she came out as Naughty B when she was trying to mess with the Queen Nikki. Yeah, ever since she came out as Naughty B, it's like she's been having this silent vendetta that she don't want to release out her mouth. She just to say you bitches, but we all know. We all know. You know what I mean? But she got to go take that up with her mama. We not upset, honey. We not upset. We didn't have them issues. We not traumatized and scarred by the natural hair that came with us when we were born. The natural hair that our mamas and mamas had. We not mad about it, hunty. You over there trying to get good hair, not us. We already know we had it. So how you gonna give us good hair? Because we already have it. 21:12 on the clock. That's just like when Lucifer took Jesus up on the mountain and said, "Look, I'll give you all of this if you'll just but bow down to me. I'll give you control of all this. I have power over all this, and I'll give it to you." Jesus said, "You can't give me nothing because my Father already told me I own everything, including you. Get your ass out of here." Like, for real. That's what Jesus told him up on the mountain. You can't give me nothing. I already own it. How you gonna give me my own shit? People better stop trying to play us in front of our faces like we don't know what's what. Keep that moving. Put your stuff out and be a happy entrepreneur and mind your busyness. You see Rihanna? You see Rihanna out here screaming and hollering at anybody? Nah, she making good money though. Get it, Riri. Riri, go come out with a hair care product, Riri. We'll buy that. We'll buy that, Rihanna. Rihanna, get your hair care product going, girl. We'll buy that. Since people want to be yelling and screaming, look, Spirit says, plan ahead, Riri. Get a hair care product, baby. We'll buy it. Because right now, people not feeling it the way you coming out. You always coming out like a bully. You always coming out like you bogarting something. You can say what you want to say, but don't be mad at us. Direct that, project that exactly where it's supposed to go. That was crazy. You on here barking. Don't be mad at us. Go be mad at the people that you're really upset at. You have a lot of things going on in your life. You know, you have a big family now. You have a booming career. Be happy with that. Stop getting on there and trying to bog people down with your narcissistic supply needs. Nah, we ain't going for it at all. And that's my spiel. I know that's right, Destiny Diamond. You remember your mom watching Love and Hip Hop, her on Love and Hip Hop? Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. She coming out with a lot of old kind of like statements and stuff, and the younger crowd don't really know where this stuff stems from. I be knowing. We be knowing. We be knowing. Yeah. Okay. What's up, BJ Wilson? Hey, Vicky, what's going on? Yeah, listen. I know her family cares for her man, but she mad at the wrong people. She is being honest and expressing herself with the wrong people here. Like, we're not the ones that she need to keep being upset at. All right, it's not her fault that she came out as Naughty B when it came down to it. She tried to throw another shoe at the queen. Shout out to the queen, Nicki Minaj. She tried to throw another shoe, and that shoe just got boomerang, baby. Yeah. Nikki showed her what that ganja burn do, but boo, like, listen, I'm trying to tell you something. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, let's get into a spirit, because she not the only one that can go off on a damn quote unquote rant. You know what I'm saying? Pardon my rant, y'all, but I'm trying to tell you something. I don't like when people be trying to dig it out people. That's why, I've been hitting my girl. Shout out Miss Tasha K. I've been hitting my girl up. People trying to take digs at how our women look, baby. We got all variations, shapes, types, shades, colors, backgrounds from ethnicity, nationality. We come from all over, baby. We worldwide. Pick your area code. We worldwide. You find us everywhere. It's crazy. But anyway, y'all, I digress. I digress. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. There ain't no way in the world, baby. People come out and they get a product, man, want to be mad at us. Every time something has and them black women, black women, and them black women, like, would they leave us the hell alone, y'all? I'm convinced that everybody has an obsession with us. Everybody has an obsession with us. I'm convinced, y'all. They love us. Having a brief affair or a rocky relationship. Short term, having fun. Right here. This sounds like friends with benefits, baby, because I see the water. I see the water. It says short term. Somebody's out here having an affair, or the relationship is rocky right now. You could be getting up with somebody, having, getting to know someone. That don't mean y'all have to be in the water, but it looks like y'all have both feet in the water. So maybe y'all or somebody jumped into something too quick, and now everybody's sitting back doing the reverse. And I know all about that, Divine Collective. I know all about that, doing the reverse. Okay, let's see. What else? Ephemeral, short term. What's going on? Loyalty. Standing by each other through thick and thin. True love, devotion. Right here. True love, devotion. All right, loyalty. Y'all see it? Oh, thank you, Destiny Diamond. Destiny Diamond sent us an amazing super chat. Thank you, beautiful. You are amazing. I'm sending you much love. And to everybody in the chat, sending much love and peace and power you all's way. Sometimes you got to say what you got to say, because there is nobody that is going to come and defend us. You understand? The leaders of old are gone. So you're looking for where the new ones. They be right in front of your face sometimes, Divine Collective. I'm trying to tell you, we carry the bloodline and the genes of our ancestors. You never know what royalty you came out of from. You don't even know. You just know you need to do what you need to do when you need to do it. I know that's right. Okay, ephemeral and loyalty. So some of y'all are not going for it. Y'all not up for these little fly by night. Let's get it on for 6 months. Okay, call me whenever you want to. Fly by night, non-committal type of energy. You all want something more loyal, where you're standing by each other through the thick and the thin, if that is a possibility, and you have someone that's willing to go through the process. True love, devotion, expectation. A lot of you have been waiting for something like this. Having very high ideals or unreasonable requirements, dreamer or fantasy. Maybe you all were dating someone and you wanted it to go somewhere, and it's just not going in that direction with expectation. Maybe you said, I jumped in with both feet too quickly, and they're not exactly giving me what I'm looking for. Okay, this also could be somebody who's in a relationship with you and has a side piece on the side, and you're hoping that this person will get right and let this side thing go and just really come closer to you. I do see soul searching right here. So some of you all really could be taking time to figure out what you want in a relationship right now with a particular person or someone. You could be in something with someone right now, just for the meantime, in between time, kind of like a rebound relationship, but you really want to be with someone else, and you could be thinking maybe this is far-fetched, that you're never going to find your person, or you and your person may never reconnect or something like that. And you've been taking some time by yourself, maybe. It says motive, purpose, and self, needing to work on some personal issues first. first. Okay, what else? Yeah, it says true acceptance. Find strength in unique views and grow together. Rare, enhance, and thrive. True acceptance. So some of you may be choosing to move forward with yourself and your children, okay, in some type of capacity, accepting what has gone on or accepting what cannot be changed, moving forward to what can be, and having the wisdom to know the difference. Okay. This is definitely on your mind for a lot of you. Someone to grow old with. Okay. Someone to grow old with. I'm getting also in the area of friendships. Some of you have had just some very surface level friendships and you long for someone that you can have a deeper, more intimate type of conversation and relationship with. You know, it's just been you and your children for a while or you by yourself for a while. And, you know, you long for some type of loyal companionship to get together with, maybe have outings and different things like that. Okay. There also could be somebody right here with men's souls, love with purpose, heal with compassion, empathy, forgive, and renew. Right here. So it could be somebody looking to repair something with you all. You know, something is at a distance here. This definitely could just be friends with benefits, getting to know someone, or a relationship where two people are holding back. They're together, but they're holding back. Some of you are really looking for a fine romance, is what Spirit says. Fine romance. I don't know if you can see that up there. Okay. It says caught up in the whirlwind of emotions and promises, mystery and attraction. And attraction. Spirit says there's going to have to be a lot of mending, forgiving, and renewal before fine, loyal romances will appear in the future. Now they're holding hands versus two people just standing by one another. They're just standing by one another. They're actually holding hands in this picture. This is the future. Okay? Finding a long-term harmonious relationship. Coming soon. Commit. Expectation. You are looking forward to this in your future. As you should. As you should. Okay? Some of you all are making plans and you're on the lookout. Okay? But you don't have to look out for it because you are Empress energy, divine goddesses, and Empress energy attracts. I see this on the bottom. Attracts ever after. This is clearly on your mind because this has come up again and I just shuffled. Having fortitude to create a lasting love. Long-term, all-in investment. This is what you would like somebody to hold hands with, take walks in the park, watch the sun come up with, go to the beach, take random trips, have picnics and whatnot. If you do see here, there is a huge heart in the clouds. Okay, so this is somebody that you have real genuine feelings for. Some of you would like to be in marriage situations. I do not promote that, but I can clearly see that's what you want. I'm reading for y'all. Okay? More than myself. All right. And we have power balance. Have mutual respect and shared responsibilities. Equality, respect, and care. This is what you're looking for. A power balance in a relationship. 1616 on the clock. That's 77. 14, and that is going to be a 5 for change. There's going to be a breaking free energy right here. You're going to be breaking up with somebody. For some of you that are dating somebody that is really not going anywhere, or this person is kind of hot and cold. They're really not giving you any indication that they want to move forward in this respect. That's for some of you. Some of you are breaking out of old ideas and patterns, that old matrix, that way of thinking, you know, getting out of situations or being on your own now. It says freedom and independent. Freedom and independent. You want to be free. You don't want to have any chains holding you down so you can really seek what your heart desires. All right. It says looking back, missing the moments you shared together, nostalgia and reflection. You're definitely thinking on somebody in particular with this card, or either looking back on the relationships that you broken away from, where you thought maybe where it would go into something more um long term, you know, but it was maybe not as deep or intense as you would have liked it to be. It says time heals. Be patient and give time a chance to work its magic. Honest, reliable, and mature. All right. Time heals. So give it a minute, Divine Collective. Okay. And while you're exploring, some of you are having emotional moments. You're really diving in deep. I mean, deep sea snorkeling, doing that deep work, testing the waters, or still looking for the right one. Search another path right here. So you could be taking a different route, being rerouted, okay? Coming up from below and at least being on the surface in a boat now, you know? And I can clearly see a lot of you have been on the search to find someone who has an enduring bond. Do you see that? A lot of you want family. This is just two, the mother and the child, and this is three. There's a partner there. Put your family first and spend time together. Dear, priority, and mindful. You want someone to prioritize you all, collective. I can clearly see that for a lot of you. For a lot of you. You're looking for some type of attraction. Okay? That is a bit deeper than surface level. You heard the car horn honking. Back me up, spirit. Connecting on a deeper level or complex feelings. Heartfelt and um, convoluted. Right here. In depth, going in deep with somebody. You're tired of surface level relationships. Lately, you all have been singing this song, okay, or listening to music that resonates with how your heart is feeling. You could feel lonely right now, collective, for some of you, okay. You're just not into this dating scene or just getting up to bust nuts, have a moment, that kind of stuff. You just don't want to do it anymore. Or either your heart is still with someone from your past. Okay. And a lot of you are trying to figure out which way to go. Changing your mind or being confused emotionally. Back and forth. A lot of you are trying to figure out which way to go in this, partnership, relationship, commitment, non-committal, sexual, non-sexual, you know, being with somebody. Soulmates. Finding somebody. Building a foundation of trust with someone. It's all about having strong roots right now. Okay, you're looking for strong roots with someone. I get that a lot of you could be missing something because a lot of you have beautiful friends that their energy would be more than filling for what you're seeking. These people will be with you for lifelong journeys. They will be with you when you're old. You will be going together to play tennis or, take walks in the park or walk your animals, your dogs, or do gardening or exercising together, having family events and functions. You have dear, honest friends who are faithful first. It says friends first. You might be looking for a romantic partner, but Spirit is providing you with a partner. It's just not the way that you envisioned it coming. Spirit always answers. Spirit always answers. Calmer waters, getting rid of upheaval and leaving the drama behind. So a lot of you have cried a lot of tears and you just want to be a lot more calm at this point in your life. I can see that clearly that you were very loyal and you went in deep with somebody. Even some of you married someone and maybe it didn't quite, pan out the way you wanted it to. Like I said, missing the moments you shared together. Some of you could be moving away or getting a new home together on the move. Some of you want to live with someone. Spirit said, don't go back and forth too much because there is a change coming. It says, through challenges, true connections can flourish. Journey, growth, and shift. So as you're on your journey, these are two people who are hiking. They're on a trail together. As you are on your journey on your own, you will run into someone who is also on the same journey and trail. And like I said, this is the spirit I had you the whole time. Like, Spirit, are you serious? Like, for real? You knew this the whole time? Spirit's like, yeah, I knew it the whole time. Like, oh, Spirit, yeah. Oh, divine, thank you, God, for this beautiful sweet home. Sweet home. Think of your home as a sweet home, and it will be, divine collective. Life is as you think it. If you think you have a crazy, terrible life and more terrible things, listen, what you think life is going to deliver. It works on your vibration. What station are you on? What are you tuned into? So be tuned into the sweetness of life, the sweetness of your home, the sweetness of your environment, and the sweetness of the soulmate relationships that you have. counting the blessings that you have, that with which you're already in possession of. How do you treat that? How do you adore that? There's plenty of people, from what I'm hearing, in your environment that you can go on adventures with and broaden your horizons, expand your you time, having new experiences and making new friends, travel, change, and plans. It says marriage, lasting love, making a good home life, or settling down. Okay. There's going to be gatherings where people are going to invite you over to their homes and you're going to have a great time. There's going to be events going out as well. People will visit you as well. There's going to be a beautiful exchange, like a chemistry. It says fan the flames, doing what it takes to keep the passion alive, renewal, romance, and care. Okay, things are going to begin to explode in your life as far as partnership. So many people are looking for a romance, a romp in the bed, somebody to touch and feel all over them. How about the touch and feel of your heart with radiant love? How about that touch and feel? You create positivity and warmth together, happy, open, and optimistic. See what I'm saying? There are people out here who really can touch you in the special places that you need, for real. The real special places. And endless love. This could be the one you waited for to love forever, engage, wedding, and commit. You're about to find somebody, or they're going to find you. Well, that's what you're hoping for. Because there is some magic. Everything seems perfect, and it's not an illusion. Trust, believe in love. Mind you, love is not a feeling. Love is not a feeling. Okay? Go on your journey. I always tell you, go on your journey to discover what love is, because it is not a feeling. Okay? And when you do this magic, everything seems perfect and it's not an illusion. This is coming in. Something you wish, the hope, the dream for, something you've been holding close to your heart, for a very, very long time. You could have had some losses here. I can clearly, see there's a grateful energy, being patient, giving time a chance to work its magic, and time heals things. There's going to be a beyond compare, comparing new partners to past experiences. Beyond compare. You see that? Agreement, partnership. Spirit is opening a new chapter. Okay? There are still pages to write, so make them great. Revisit, enjoy, and keep going. Spirit says it is okay to reflect, hear, look back. But Spirit said there's new pages to write, new journeys to go on with adventure. Okay? It's embrace the change here. New people that want to get to know you. Open chapter right there. When it comes to what? Love story. Communicating and saying what needs to be said. Tough love and truth talk. That's what we talk about over here, y'all. Love stories. Y'all know I give y'all the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the pretty. Okay? I give it all to y'all. I give y'all both sides. Navigate the delicate balance of what give and take. Time, effort, and stories. Divine timing is at play. 2020 is on the clock, seeing clearly. There is someone you are destined to meet. Okay? This is a destined, divine, timed introduction. Right place, right time, right person. All of the right ingredients to make the magic. And everything is perfect. Trust, believe in love. Ooh, wait. And I'm talking about the process. The process. Making sure you are that which you seek. Remember, when I say go on the journey, being that already which you seek. That's how you bring it to you. Protection. Beautiful. Taking care of yourself as well as the relationship. Self-care and sanctuary. You see that? Doing that introspection. Doing that self mastery work there. Okay? Finding out about you. You are protected. That's what Spirit says. You're protected. Okay? I like that energy. I like that. Okay, let's see. You know what? Let me get some good energy because I'm gonna when I finish this one, I'm gonna close it out and I'm gonna come back for another one. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Spirits, give us some good cards for the collective. Give us some good cards for the collective. Okay. I see forgive and release here on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so that's part of the protection, taking care of yourself. Okay. Some cards for the collective. Free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. Okay. So somebody could have some control issues when they get into things. Spirit says be present. So this is in the right now. Okay. You will attract love by enjoying your life, what? As it is. Wherever you are, be all there. Always be in the present moment, Divine Collective, because that is the gift, knowing that you are already enough to start any process. You are enough. The person you are meant to be will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. Spirit says, even love your shadow. That is part of being free. Love your shadow, your light and your dark. Accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. And somebody has their eye on you. It says they are the one. Somebody has their eye on you. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. I see balance right here with a magnetic connection. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. Balance. Okay? Somebody who compliments you. Okay? Because I do see magnetic connection here. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. They are the one. Somebody's being drawn to you. Okay? They want to show you how they feel. They don't want to keep it inside anymore. Jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. So if you broke up with someone or had difficulties in a prior relationship with an ex, there was definitely people in the middle of it that purposely did that to you all. Okay, they purposely put things in this person's head, and this person purposely opened up their ear to receive it. All right, they put the obstacles there. You were trying to be successful with someone or something, and there were constant roadblocks there. Nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is what? Divinely timed. What did I tell you? Nothing has gone wrong. Okay? Express your love. It is important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. Nothing. Okay? Give me a last card from out this deck for the collective. Spirit says continue to let go. Continue to let your actions speak louder than your words. Show people better than you can tell them. When people think you joking, you know, when you told people you've had enough, and you told somebody something so many times, man, just go ahead and do what you're gonna do and get on with it, man. Because you can't keep. It's almost like you pleading. When you find yourself pleading with people, no. Let go of the need to control is definitely here 2 times. You let go of that need to control anybody and anyone else. Let people do as they wish. Let them do as they wish, Divine Collective. Unrequited feelings. There's not enough love to keep this relationship going in a healthy way. So someone over here, like I told you, you let something go. That was kind of like friends with benefits like that. And there is also someone who wants to reconcile with you as well. There are 2 energies here. I can see 2 people. Maybe you had 2 relationships where you tried, you know, something and you said, nah, I'm going to get out of both of these, or one or the other. Okay. And Spirit says, have faith. Have faith. Okay. And then once again, right here, we have the unconditional love. It says love between you and your person is eternal. Nothing and no one can take it away from you. And unbreakable love is right behind it, right? It says unconditional. Right here, but I tell y'all, and I have been taught this by my teachers, and I've learned it through and through. Love is conditional. Love is conditional. Nothing is unconditional in this world. Everything comes with conditions. And that be the problem. People want you to treat them with this loving, godly type of energy where no matter what they do, how bad they do it, how bad they hurt you, no matter what they say, how they treat you, they should be able to come back. You know, and that's how people treat God. That's how they use their get out of free jail card. The unconditional love is the get out of free jail card. Get out of jail free card. Excuse me, get out of jail free card. Let me say that right. Y'all, sometimes I have my little dyslexia moment. Forgive me. Stay optimistic for your girl. But yeah, Spirit is saying stay optimistic. All right? You can't just run around and think that you can do anything, say anything, treat people any kind of way, you know, and then turn around and think that you're supposed to have the best of the best when it comes to partnerships or relationships. You know, people can't do that to y'all, Divine Collective. When we're talking about this unconditional love, people think they could do anything they want to do. And you're supposed to just take them back and put up with that. No, ma'am, no ham. No, ma'am, no ham. Spirit says when it comes to that, you might have to go on different paths. And I see you all did. You didn't put up with some difficulties that people were trying to, you know, bring your way. Spirit says it's great that you put yourself first. And remember to put yourself first. Okay? Loving yourself makes you more romantically attractive. And Spirit says be honest. And be honest. Continue to stay honest in this situation. Okay, that's good energy. That is good energy. All right, let me get some magical cards from y'all, and I'm going to close this reading, and then I'll come back right now. I'm not going to take a big mission break. I just got to go to the ladies' room, and I'm going to come right back. I ain't going to take a long one on this one, y'all. I'll be doing stuff in between, y'all. That's if y'all be wondering what I be doing. Stuff in between, anything from cooking to cleaning, to helping my son with, you know, different things that he needs. And sometimes I just need to nap, y'all. I just need to nap. Rest is important, y'all. I don't know if y'all been feeling the pull, but if you're a reader, you definitely need frequent recharges. And just in general, you know, I have some things that I deal with as a person, and it requires me to get as much power up as I can get, y'all. Okay. The Spirit says, yes, I know you will get there. You will get there. This is such a beautiful card, y'all. Okay? Wherever you're trying to reach, you're going to get there is what Spirit says. All right? It says you can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect that everything happens in its own way and time. Authenticity attracts. Being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones right here. All right? Spirit says continue to be yourself no matter what. You are one of a kind. Don't forget that. Since birth, God broke the mold. It's only one of you like this. Even if you're a twin, you're still only one of you like this. Twins have different fingerprints. This is the mastery of God. You can have 3 to 4 babies. You could have twins, triplets, quadruplets, sextuplets, okay, octuplets. The lady that had 8 babies at one, no matter how many tuplets you have or twins that you have, they all have different fingerprints. Isn't that amazing? How do they look alike? But this is different. It's a lot of mysteries that they still have not worked out when it comes to the creation of the human body. It is quite a magnificent creation as far as the body, how it works, everything that you know, from your skin to each layer underneath, to your veins, to all the organs, everything is specifically and intricately made to precision, measurement wise. I could go on and on about that, man. It's that's how I say I don't know how people could not know that there's a God. and you look in the mirror every day. You don't think you're magnificent? You look in the mirror every day. You look at yourself and you loathe yourself, or just don't have no clue about, nothing. You just, no. I'm trying to embody my God body, baby. Every day. Every day I'm acknowledging it. Every single day. Now is the time to make your mark on the world. Forge a new path. You decide what feels right to you. From the moment you emerge into this world, you have had extraordinary talents. You understand star-like animals, voices, and all things magical is what these cards are saying. Spirit says, participate in your life. Participate. What? Spirit of life is calling you, baby. There's a trumpet being blown on your behalf. Something is happening. Something is happening. An announcement. A change. Remember, you are never alone. The spirit of life, meaning the divine, is with you. The world takes care of you. Allow yourself to what? Rest in this realization and feel the lightness in you. Know that beautiful things are yours. You deserve them. You claim them. Yes, I live a beautiful life. I deserve to live a beautiful life. I am blessed with a beautiful life. Good things come to me naturally. Good things come to me frequently. Good things come to me from the goodness of the universe. I'm constantly being blessed. Okay? I am more than lucky. I am blessed. I am chosen. I am the one. Spirit said, don't hide. Don't hide. There's a deeper world. Okay? You all try to hide away in this deeper world. I can clearly see that. I can clearly see that. Spirit said, don't hide. Don't hide. Let me see. Who else said? Oh, Daddy's girl. Thank you so much. I'm looking over here and I said, I see 2 blues. Daddy's girl, thank you so much, beautiful. You're amazing. I'm sending you much love. Thank you so much. Daddy's girl and Destiny Diamond sent us super chats, everybody. They are amazing. Spirit said there are no problems. Anytime you see something out of order, look at it as there's an opportunity to create a solution. Every time somebody wants to acknowledge this, you say, no, that's an opportunity to create a solution. There are no problems, technically. Okay, I'm just saying. Look, that's all I'm saying. Exactly as you are. You see this? You see this? Y'all don't come from here. This looks like some type of spaceship. Okay, you got dropped off, baby. They dropped you off at Camp Earth. And you've been here ever since. You're like, man, I can't wait for that ship to come and pick me up. Listen, the door is open. It said pure intention can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic. What happened? Isn't the magic out here already? The magic of life? I just seen that on one of your cards, I think. I don't know which card it is. I thought I saw the magic of life, or did I just read it on one of your cards? Okay. Oh, yes, magical, right here, this card. Okay. Well, Spirit is saying the door is open, apparently, divine goddesses and gods. The door is open for something. It is being opened for you. The middle card, exactly as you are. Exactly as you are. Miracles are being formed right now. Miracles in the dark. You don't even see what's coming. I'm going to end it with that, y'all. I'm going to end it with that. And just know you have the power inside of you right now. Something is shifting and changing with the blowing of this horn. And all you got to do is speak. Pull it out of this. In this darkness, all types of creation come out of this. Miracles in the dark, all types of creation. Instant manifestation. Instant. Things you start to speak, write down, and put into the ethers, these things will automatically start to manifest. Automatically. It's time to act right now. Right now. I'm serious. Start speaking the life that you want. It doesn't matter if it seems foolish to anybody else. They don't matter. You matter. It's your life. You have to live it. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And I am at Divine Goddess Davy. I don't know I don't know how. I'm not like you do. Yes, you are. You are complete. You are complete. And you have your own inner strength. And once again, 2 times. 2 times. Where is it? Where is it? Put it over here. Y'all, I hate when I cover up my cards. Sometimes I be wanting to grab one and put it with another one so I can show y'all. But here is this new chapter again. Here is the new chapter again. It's here again. Spirit said it's okay. You can do it your way. You can do it your way. All right? That is the message. You can do it your way. Right here. So I'll be back in a few minutes, y'all. Let me just take my break, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to start from the top with our cards. Because y'all know I had the intermission at the beginning talking about, you know, Cardi and her hair care rant that, you know, we just watching. You know, we're not reacting. And if anything, we might respond, but we just watching. We ain't reacting because she was upset at herself and her own family for something that we had nothing to do with. We ain't got nothing to do with. We've been using hair care products for years at our own grandmother's kitchen. Our own family recipes. We been knew how to mix up something. We do it all the time. We do it all the time. Here it is. I just wanted to grab it. Open chapter, a new chapter. I just wanted y'all to see come out 2 times. Okay? All right, collective. Let me pull these up, and I will see y'all in just a minute. I want to thank y'all so much, and I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all. And don't forget, just look out for the upcoming message. It should be in about 5 minutes. Okay? See y'all in a second.